the Five Side Podcast. Welcome to the show. The league season is officially over. It's only playoff football and cup football is left. I'm Fergus Smith and I'm joined by Craig Gregor,
Evening.
Matthew Thompson,
Hello, folks.
Ross Stewart,
Hello.
and Billy Kirkpatrick.
Good evening.
Sorry, I mispronounced. It's actually Pirlo.
Buongiorno.
Thanks for that. Probably the one word he knows.
Well, he's got an Italian car in his Italian club, so
He does.
he's repping it.
Loves his Italian car. Obviously, the weekend there being the final league weekend of the season. So that's football done. It's done for a few months now, boys. How's everyone feel? Sad?
I'll hold judgment on that until next Monday.
I can't imagine there's many Celtic or Ayr fans that were really looking forward to more football.
No, but I think I'm glad to see the back of that season, but
Yeah. Oh no. Sorry, watching the Championship
I'm
playoff.
glad to see the back of that season, but it's always rough through the summer months with no football on. I get the Euros.
We do have the Euros this year.
I understand the Euros is on, but I don't know. It's just not the same as club football, is it?
And is it the Copa America or which one is it?
Yeah, it's a Copa America.
Yeah.
Don't care so much about the Copa America, to be fair.
Most to look forward to, and then with any luck, we can also see big competitions like Spurs in the Audi Cup. So loads to play for.
Also, don't forget the Olympics football as well.
Oh yeah.
Fuck off.
The
Nah, Craig, I think it's time for you to say goodbye. You've lasted 2 minutes this week. Christ.
I've never actually watched Olympic football.
Neither.
Even when I watch the Olympics, I don't watch the football.
To be fair, you're not missing
Nah,
much.
I doubt it.
Premiership final weekend kicked off on Saturday. Early afternoon, early kick-off games this weekend for us. As the top six played their last... I was going to say last 6 games, that's not true. They played their last games, respectively, to see the season finished. 2 0-0 draws, so that was really good. Of Hibs, Celtic, St Johnstone and Livingston to just not score goals. And Rangers capped off their undefeated league season by a 4-0 thrashing of Aberdeen at home.
Yeah, I didn't realise that Rangers were allowed 22 players, but I guess since it was their unbeaten season, they must have got that privilege of Aberdeen players just kicking it in the net for them.
Tell you what, Joe Lewis, what are you doing?
That's fair. What are you doing?
Like, there's nothing else to say.
For those who...
I actually thought for a second that when it went in the net, I thought he'd made a good save and it went behind the net, and then I was like, oh wait, no, that's inside the net.
So did the commentators as well. I didn't realise it went in, I don't
They're
think.
like, oh,
It's
it's a goal.
it's 1-8. It's 1-0.
That's one each, is it?
I've never seen a goalie manage to palm it out the way, but it goes behind him. Like he's pushed his hands forward and the ball's gone behind him.
That's the thing I don't understand. The way that his hands moved, I genuinely don't understand how the ball went the way it did.
I think he's not made enough connection with the ball at all, which is...
Well, according to the commentators, because he wasn't fit enough, so I
yeah.
don't know how that affects you.
It does affect your catching.
But he wasn't trying to catch, he was trying to push. Come on.
Tennis.
But I mean, he wasn't only Aberdeen player not up to it on Saturday. They decided not to want to score goals either when they had easy chances.
Hornby obviously with the first chance, ball, really good ball actually came across to him. Just misses it completely. Then 5-10 minutes later the ball comes in from Hornby, squares it to Ferguson, open net.
I've got to say the Hornby one, I think it's a professional footballer should be putting that home, but I think got to give him a bit of the benefit of the doubt. He's been playing a tragic Aberdeen side for a few months now, and well, it's going to be difficult to put away a chance, no matter how easy it is. I think it's maybe a slightly awkward one, just the height of the ball and the way the speed he's coming in. But yeah, he probably should have finished it off.
One of those ones we need to get the right stretch on your leg to get it, but you should be getting it. But the Lewis Ferguson one's just inexcusable. There's no reason you should be missing that one.
It's as if he just takes his eye off the ball a wee bit and just leans up, and I don't know how he misses it.
Yeah, it's a very strange one, especially considering he is Aberdeen's top scorer. He's probably the one you would, out of all that team, that you'd want to be hitting that shot right
3
now.
goals.
No, I think
like
9 or
10. Yeah, 9 or 10.
A lot of them are penalties. So.
Yeah, like Tav.
Yeah.
I thought Billy was going to say something there. He looked as if he was about chatting.
Tav did ask Sky Sports after the game if they were giving him the first goal, because that would have given him 20 for the season. So, but they didn't give him it. So.
Oh, did they not?
Surprised enough, Matt, when it wasn't going on target.
Was it not? I haven't actually seen like a line of where it was going. Had he not hit it himself?
I think Roof might have got it if Lewis never palmed it into his own net.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll never know.
But it already taken a deflection before it got to Roof as well. Yeah, before it got to Lewis as well, sorry.
True. Bit of a clusterfuck from Aberdeen.
Yeah. In our day, well, not in our day, in our season where Aberdeen are actually able to score goals, they might have actually been able to come away with something. But
yeah, Rangers weren't. Rangers. It's always been a long season. They play quite a high intensity of football, so it's been hard to maintain that. I don't think they played their best game by any definition. But when you're playing against a team like that, you don't need to.
Although Aberdeen never scored, see if they could maintain their second half performance, they'd have been so much better off in the league than what they were.
And if they still had Sam Cosgrove as well, a striker that actually knows how to put the ball in the net.
Yeah.
I know I said at half time, but I was surprised Canberra went off. But I think the substitutes did make quite a big impact when they.
Yeah, he wasn't offering. I know he was probably slightly better than some players, but it wasn't offering very much.
One of them
seemed to be playing like out wide.
One of the subs came on was Hornby, so
mm-hmm.
I feel like he made a good impact. Aberdeen were definitely better at the start of that second half than they were in the first half as a whole. It actually looked like they were going in the right direction. So it was Dean Campbell and Hornby came on for Hendry and Canberra. So slight change of formation for Aberdeen. They were looking good. They were playing some decent football, created 2 or 3 chances, probably should have scored at least one of them. And 60th minute came in, they collapsed, and they conceded a goal.
They just gave Roof the ball.
Yeah, obviously another Hadji assist, and then 1-2 touch by Roof and in, so they almost deserved that, because if they didn't they should have taken easy chances that they had. Going to get the chance against better opposition.
It's certainly just one of those seasons for them.
It's not very often you can lose a game 4-0 and come away from the game and you've had more shots on target, and everything in our team. Like it's the same. They lost against Hibs midweek, and they had like miles more shots and stuff like that. And Hibs had more attacks, chances. They just can't find the back of the net this season.
I just don't think they've got a striker who can score goals.
I've got to say,
I know.
As much as I don't think they've been very good since McInnes left and Glass came in, I think it's maybe a step in the right direction. That I think they're starting to get somewhere with the way they're playing. Obviously, the results have not fallen kindly for them, and they're still conceding goals all over the place. But in terms of general play and creating chances, I think they've improved. Just they have not been able to find the back of the net.
You know what? I think they've been missing a hard man, and they've got one. They've got one coming in.
I also think they've been missing a good centre half as well.
Nah,
they've
don't
got
get
them coming in as well.
They don't have enough hard tacklers in that team. They need more yellow cards.
Yeah.
It's Scott Brown in that team.
Lewis Ferguson and Ross McCrory don't give away enough fouls.
Yeah, both in the top 5 this season for fouls committed.
I was surprised to see
Scott Brown.
a whole 90-minute game between Rangers and Aberdeen. Probably like two clubs that aren't they're not friends. Like, let's put it that way. With only one yellow card in it.
There's no Morella.
Yeah.
Cosgrove.
It comes down to good refereeing. That's what it comes
Last
down
day of
to.
the season, the ref could not give a fuck. He was like, I just want to go home. I'm getting get my paycheck, go home, have a nice curry.
I disagree. I disagree.
People looking to get the cup final.
No,
I don't know where the cup
I
final is.
actually
It has been announced,
think
and the match official is the referee of that game.
Yeah, see?
For a well-deserved season, Nick Walsh. He has been by far the best in this country this season by country mile. An absolute.
He had quite a good
country mile.
Old Firm game a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, he did. So yeah.
And for the love of God, I hope the SFA don't fuck his career, because he's the next one. He's the next superstar. That's
The next Bjorn Kuiper, some might
Is he
say.
young?
30.
Fair enough.
That's quite young for a referee,
Well,
to be fair.
Yep. Capping off the day for Rangers was young Jermaine Defoe scoring probably his last professional goal.
Potentially.
It's very unlikely a man.
Last professional goal in the UK. He'll go to the MLS.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's already. I mean, he's already been to the
Yeah,
MLS.
back to the MLS. Stat padding.
I feel like he's got another year in him at least.
He does.
Maybe.
He doesn't seem like the kind of guy that wants to give up playing football just now. That's
No,
the thing.
I just mean in like the way I look at it, is just someone at his age. I don't know how
Jermaine,
often he'll be picking up minutes next season.
If you're listening, Jermaine, we'll quite happily take you here.
You've already
can
got
give
one
you,
aging striker.
£100 a week, maybe a wee bit more. I don't know the club's finances. Maybe £500 a week.
500 a week.
We can give you that if you can come and score some goals in the championship. You'll have a field, honestly.
Yep.
I mean, he would score so many
He's just a
goals.
better Stephen Dovey.
You and Big Moff would get on so well.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And
It's
then
not older. I don't know which one's older.
No, the Defoe is definitely older.
Is it?
possibly the last decent sort of dignified thing that happened in Glasgow on Saturday was Rangers lifting the trophy. They lifted the trophy, and that there was joyful scenes from them before the whole city descended into a war zone, a zombie apocalypse almost.
Today.
Yeah, it wasn't good scenes in Glasgow after the game. But
I know. I'm sure anyone that I get you're listening and you can't see, but if anyone's wondering, Jure does have a broken arm. I confirm or deny how he got that, but there was a man hanging off a lamppost.
I told you specifically. This guy's given the good old thumbs up. I told people not to mention that in the podcast, but that's fine. If folk are going to bring it up, then
So be addressed.
I see that addressing the person that was hanging off the lamppost. I want to know how he got down.
I'm guessing
He's still there.
You can do.
He's still there.
He was too scared. He got to the top. He was hanging about, and then he went, "Fuck! I'm too scared to come down." So he just held on.
Just half Tarzan.
Staying there till next season, till the season starts again.
I'm assuming he got down safely, although there was significant numbers in A&E on Saturday. So
yeah,
well, you could just fire him. Like fireman's pulled down at a lamppost.
Yeah, it's just the still picture. He looks to be in quite a vigorous swing.
Yeah.
Which doesn't usually end well. But
no, well, we hope he is okay, but also
not okay.
Just not to do it again.
Yeah. As much as it was idiotic by the fans, I do hope everyone is well. And
that's Rangers set multiple records this season. I don't think we're going to see a season probably like it again, potentially with...
We said that when Celtic went unbeaten like 3 years ago, 5 years ago now.
Yeah, you never know. Obviously, it's a huge season for them with the Euros coming up.
Yeah. The Rangers and the
Euros. Several stars potentially could end up leaving. It'll be interesting.
Well, that's how they
yes,
won the league then. They don't play with players, they play with stars.
yeah, they do. They play with,
Christ.
To be fair, they do play with stars.
yeah, because it'll be a big. It's a big stage for some of their players to actually show what they've got at the international level. Maybe interest some buyers. I know that Barisic has been called up already. Don't know how many other squads have been announced. Scotland's is
How many
Wednesday, I
Rangers
believe.
players will be playing in the Euros? Because you don't really have many Scottish, but they don't have any.
Barisic,
Barisic, Kamara, Hadji,
I'm assuming
Helander. Did Sweden qualify?
Hollander.
Is he fit? Is he fit enough?
qualify. I don't know about his fitness.
I'm actually not too sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know he wasn't in the squad for the last games. With that well, the fitness
I think
dependent.
we can
I guess,
assume Nathan Patterson probably won't be there.
it'll be. I think it'll be very close where he makes it or not.
John McLaughlin
Yeah.
obviously will
Yeah,
probably
John
be
McLaughlin.
there.
Yeah, I don't think Patterson will be
yeah.
there purely because he wasn't called up and then hasn't played since.
Yeah, I can't see it.
I don't think he'll be called up. I wouldn't be against it, but I don't think he will be called up. I'd be surprised.
But yeah, there's quite a few
Yeah,
international level players. I don't know where the Copa America's on at the same time, and Morelos will be going there as well. So
aye. Yeah, so they'll have a few.
Obviously, big sad news. Obviously, that Scott Brown did play his final Celtic game away to Hibs, before departing to Aberdeen in the summer. So
And he got
he's gone. He's gone
day
now.
full of action. A day full of action in his final game.
Yeah,
One of the worst games you'll ever see.
but that's what the people wanted. They wanted a 0-0 draw.
We didn't want to sign this season off with a 7-0 win or an 8-0 win,
Yeah.
as some experts predicted.
We wanted to end. We didn't want to lose, but we wanted to end without John Kennedy looking good. So yeah.
Future Celtic manager John Kennedy.
Nope. Playoff, obviously, that was Saturday night between Dundee and Wraith. Wraith coming out 1-0 winners, but it was a win to no avail because Dundee had thrashed them in the game before. So Dundee will be taking on Mystery Club in the playoff final. Mystery Club to them, but to us now, we know who that is, as it was confirmed on Sunday. Early afternoon. Get the boring game out of the way. St Mirren 0, Dundee United 0. Absolutely fuck all happened there. So that was good.
Well, apart from a barbaric tackle at the end, towards the end of the game, it was disgraceful. No place in it.
Okay.
Was there a red card?
Yes, there was a
There
red
was.
card.
yes.
Was there?
But I didn't see it, so I have no comment.
And it was barbaric.
Yeah,
I mean, he could have been
Apparently so.
killed. Could have been killed.
I like to look at this. Who gets sent off? Sorry.
I mean, Jamie Robson, I believe it was.
So,
But on that St Mirren Dundee United game, who
Yeah.
could have predicted it was going to be a goalless draw?
St Mirren,
apart from
Dun-
smart people,
St Mirren Dundee United and Richard Tate was booked. Wow. Would you look at that?
So Matt's football
that's
manager
just
say.
better.
I know.
Yeah, I'll move away from that because there's literally nothing to talk about. Both teams were not playing for anything, so it doesn't really affect them. I think we'll set the scene. I think Kelly were second bottom at the start of the day. They needed a win to have any chance of survival in the league. But they also needed Ross County to lose,
Not
I
win.
think.
I think.
Yeah.
No, Ross County needed to not lose.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so Kelly basically needed Motherwell to beat Ross County. Kelly went out, they did their job. A 2-0 win over Hamilton to confirm them as being down. I know it was all but confirmed, but they did their job. First half, won the game, and left their fans waiting for results to come in. It was very early on that Mitchell Pinnock netted his first goal of the afternoon.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, inside 10 minutes. If everyone could stop looking at their phones, that would be delightful.
had to look up
Craig.
that barbaric challenge.
I was also looking up the barbaric.
Can confirm it wasn't very barbaric, as Billy described it.
Well, we're talking about
Shocking
Mitchell
that
Pinnock
Billy's over dramatised.
and his first goal inside 10 minutes.
But yeah, it was a good wee cross in, good wee tap home.
Mhm.
Put Kelly 1-0 up.
Perfect start for them to the day.
Yep. There's a bit nothing the game, and Hamilton didn't really have many chances from what I've seen anyway. And
I think Hamilton
Kelly
really just been a bit defeated.
To be fair, Hamilton did play what we'd call an experimental squad, I think so.
Yeah, it was a bit of a younger team.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be looking to bring some of these younger players maybe through into the championship next season.
I know they had a debut goalkeeper whose name escapes me currently, but
Jamie Smith,
I think
Lewis Smith, somebody Smith. I think Jamie Smith.
I'm
going to go with Jamie Smith.
one of them. Obviously, for the first
Smith,
goal,
Jamie.
Yes,
Jamie Smith. For the first goal, he really did hesitate. Like he obviously first game at that level, ball comes in. He probably should have came out for it.
Yeah,
I'm kind of surprised he didn't. He kind of started to, then just hesitated back, giving Mitch Pinnock quite a easy goal, if you like.
Yep.
But
perfect start today for Kelly, but not so perfect for their relegation playoff spot contenders, Ross County, as they were struck 7 minutes in by a Sam Foley goal for Motherwell, and well, Kelly fans would have been celebrating at that point.
Mhm.
Not celebrating, but they would have been
It looked good
optimistic.
Yeah,
it looked good for them.
Yeah.
An early goal conceded for your rival and an early goal scored for yourselves.
Got to say the Motherwell goal, a bit of a clusterfuck.
Yes.
Seemed to kind of the guy didn't really seem to expect it to come out to him, and he was just there at the right place at the right time, hit it home.
These things happen in football.
But yeah, Motherwell were happy to go 1-0 up at that point.
We'll bounce back over to Hamilton as Mitch Pinnock did it again just before half time, and he put Kelly 2 goals to the good.
Yeah, nice wee finish.
I can't remember.
It was a good. I can't remember who played the ball through to him, but found himself in acres of space. Just a wee.
I want to say it was Power.
Yeah. Found himself in acres of space. Just drive into the box and then tidy wee finish home.
Yep, perfect, almost perfect first half from Kelly. They just they did what they needed to.
Yeah.
Put them into half time, and they would have been. I'm sure they would have heard the scores at half time, and they would have been thinking.
Just thinking we need to hold on to this. We do our job, and then
chance.
Yep. Kelly came back out after half time. They didn't add any more goals in the second half, but they didn't concede any. So a good day at the office for them.
Yeah, they did miss a penalty. Chance for Pinnock to get his hat trick.
Yep.
Not sure where he's the regular penalty taker. I'm pretty sure
it is Lafferty.
Yeah, I don't believe he is usually. But you get a chance for a hat trick, you get the penalty.
Lafferty didn't dive this week. It was a penalty, so good on him.
With Craig's not bitter about it.
At the end of the day, shame on you, Kelly. You're coming down.
Kelly's world came crashing down very shortly after half time. As Ian Vigurs got the equalising goal for Ross County.
Yeah.
Put them in the driving seat again.
Some finish.
It was.
Straight away into top corner of his left foot.
I'm going to say assisted, but it wasn't really an assist. It was just more of a tap to the side from Stephen Kelly.
It's an assist.
Yeah, it counts.
So yeah.
Yep. Kelly's fate was out of their hands, and they would have been hoping that Motherwell could do something, get back ahead of the game. Unfortunately for them, it was not to be, as Ross County grabbed a second through Gardine. Obviously, there was still hope for Kelly at this point. There was only just over an hour gone, so still hope for them. But unfortunately for them, fortunately for some of us here, just wasn't to be. Ross County going on to hold out for their 2-1 win, securing their place in the Premiership for next season. And I believe on behalf of me, Craig, and Billy, get it up you, Duran Matt, because Ross County did not get relegated.
These weren't right either.
Well, I said Hamilton and Kelly.
I said Kelly and Hamilton were going down.
Oh, you hearing this, Drew? You hearing this?
I said
To
Kelly
be
were going
fair,
down.
to be
They've
fair,
not been
I
confirmed
got
as
it
down
wrong.
yet.
I thought Hamilton would have stayed up, but I got that one wrong. I did
I
also
said
say
both
Kelly would
and
go
Hamilton
down.
would go down.
Kelly could still well go down, and I hope they do. I mean, I hope
I hope they do.
they put on a great game.
No, it's fine. I hope they do. I hope they go down.
Good to say, in terms of Motherwell, it was a strange one. When it went one each, they took off Robbie Crawford, a midfielder, and put on Tony Watt, and our striker. It was a strange one for them because a draw would have kept them in 7th place, which would have got them that extra prize money, etc. But obviously they weren't to know that St Mirren and Dundee United would end in a draw. So
I've minced my words here.
Mhm.
I mean, not long before that though, they did take off a forward for a midfielder.
well, Stephen Lawless and Hasty, they play roughly the same position.
Meh. Anyway,
I should know the Motherwell manager.
you're not. You're Craig. You sit in
You're
your
playing
bedroom and
Devante
sweat
Cole
all
on the
day.
wing. You're playing Devante Cole on the wing.
Exactly. He wouldn't know.
Yes.
Useless. He's a useless manager.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, maybe if they tried playing Devante Cole in the wing, they could also finish second in the league.
I don't know. I suppose.
You're not finishing second. Like,
I suppose from a Motherwell
Anyway, enough of our
from a
football
Motherwell
sake.
point of view, they weren't really playing for anything. They were as well just sticking on Tony Watt, trying to get another goal or two.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's only Kelly that they've affected. So
That is, yeah.
A lot of credit does go down to Ross County winning their last 3 games.
Yeah, good on Yogi.
credit where it's due
Well,
to Yogi. He was brought in to do a job after they sacked David De Gea, and he came in with the what's it called? The view to avoiding relegation, and well, done his
They'd
job.
one goal. They'd one goal and they've done it. So congratulations to Ross County.
And yeah, so that did secure Kelly their playoff spot for the season against Dundee.
I'm sure
Um,
I speak for everyone on the podcast when I wish Kilmarnock the best of luck.
no,
No,
actually,
no, you
come on,
Speak for
Nick, come on
absolutely none of
down.
us.
Nah, I don't.
Uh,
I'd like
there
to see them
was-
down as well.
Yeah, please just lose.
Really, just for the Ayrshire
Doesn't
derbies as well.
bother me,
Be
to
good
be
fun.
fair.
And the Dundee derbies.
Yeah, because we all go to them.
We will. We'll go to one next season. There you go.
I think we will. Yeah. Only if it's
You're
only
driving.
if it's at Dundee, not Dundee United, because that's too far of a drive.
Yeah, it's just
It's not too far.
too much for us.
Yeah. I did see there was some people. I don't know where it was. Just I don't know where it was. Like false
Come on,
rumours
Craig,
and stuff
come on,
like
you've
that. But
got
people
this.
were claiming it was unfair on Kelly to get relegated this season because it will affect people's jobs, which is a bit ridiculous. It's like pulling the Brecon one all out again.
Yeah, I can't have got much sympathy for them.
So, but yeah, I'll be looking forward to Dundee winning some Ayrshire derbies next season, and
Dundee are going to win some Ayrshire derbies next season.
no, Dundee winning, which
Oh,
means some
right.
Ayrshire derbies next
I
season.
thought you said Dundee winning some Ayrshire derbies next season.
It might happen.
It might happen. You never
Let's
know.
adopt them.
So obviously that league season, it's all gone. So there's nothing left. There is the playoffs. Obviously, the matter of that to be finished. So premiership for who's getting relegated and whether Kelly are getting relegated or not. They'll play 3 days time. I'm shite at mass. Thursday night
Thursday,
Thursday night.
in
Monday.
Dundee.
Which there'll be fans for. So
Yep.
Eddie,
good luck to the 500, I believe.
was it?
500 Dundee fans.
For the championship promotion relegation, Airdrie take on Morton tomorrow night, and then Friday night as well. obviously two-legged.
Mhm.
Yep.
This evening, in just soon, for the League One / League Two playoff, Edinburgh City take on Dumbarton, and then again on Thursday. I'm really having to pull out my maths brain here, okay? And the matter of the League Two / Lowland League battle, Kelty Harks, fucked it. Kelty Hearts take on Brecon tomorrow.
They do, and then again on next Tuesday they get a week's break.
Yeah,
Prolong the misery for Brecon. Fair enough.
prolong the misery.
If they pull it out of the bag,
Ah!
I really don't think they will.
I'll buy a cake with a hat on it and I'll eat it.
Right.
And, yep.
Why would the cake have a hat on it?
And obviously
That's how I do.
one final matter is obviously the Scottish Cup final, which is at the weekend here coming. Yes.
Yeah, looks like no fans at it anymore. It's down from 600 to 0 again.
Bloody India.
Bloody India.
So yeah,
We will move swiftly on because we are on a time scale. A quick time frame. We have to get the predictions done before the match kicks off tonight. Obviously only 3 games, but you know it's important. We won't talk about last week. I think it's best left.
I think we can. I think we
you
can.
fuck off.
I haven't actually looked at it.
We don't, Billy. No, I'm sorry, Billy. We do not have time.
I think it billed the best week.
11 points, top of the table. There we go.
I
Top
meant
of the
that.
table
was a very-
for this game week. That's
it was,
I should say.
It was almost a disastrous week for me and till Ross County and St Mirren pulled it out of the back
It's
to get
there's
the
a
10
point.
points.
There's a point between me and Craig going into the last couple of weeks of this. So, obviously, we're at the top of the table.
Am I still top of the table? Or
Now
the
you're shite. Now you're
14
bottom
points. 14 points ahead, Matt.
Right, that's fine. There's 15 to play for this week, though.
15 to play for this week.
Yep. So,
I'm trying to copy.
without further ado, I'll start you off. Edinburgh City, Dumbarton. Huge game.
3-1 to Edinburgh City.
2-1 Edinburgh City.
I'm going to say 2-1 to Dumbarton.
I'm going to go with 1-0 Edinburgh City.
First leg KJFA score draw 1 each.
Who would have guessed? Could have went for a draw there when everyone else has went for different things. That's his tactic.
No,
Airdrie v Morton's the next game up.
That was a tough one because I initially would have thought Airdrie winning, but Morton have just brought in Scott Fox on an emergency loan, which is quite a good sign for them. I'm still going to say Airdrie are going to be too much for them. 2-0 Airdrie.
Score draw 1-1.
I think I'm going to echo Billy's statement and say 1-1.
Where's is the game in Airdrie? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm going to go with 2-1 Airdrie.
And I'm really struggling, but 2-1 Morton. Because they do have the best player in the world on their books. So
Who's that?
the best, just only the best, Craig.
Big Craig.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And finally, say finally, obviously there will be other games after, but Kelty Hearts, Kelty Hearts v Brecon. Fuck.
5-0 to Kelty Hearts.
Fucking hell.
Someone's got
3-0 to Kelty.
2-0 to Kelty.
Yeah, 3-0 to Kelty. Definitely not Brecon.
See, my head says Kelty Hearts win, but my heart's telling me score draw.
No, go Brecon. Go bold.
Nah, Brecon are not winning.
Probably not, no.
I'll say Yeah, 2-0 Kelty Hearts. That's what I'll go for as well. Yeah.
Watch Brecon come out and hammer them now. We all look absolute idiots.
They're going to go straight back up to the championship. Get
With,
promotions.
with their celebration taking their tops off to We Hate the Five-A-Side podcast.
And we could really do with the publicity. I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah. Any publicity, free publicity is fair game.
Yep. Yeah. Obviously, we don't want to delve too deeply into the shenanigans of Saturday afternoon into evening into night. Glad that it didn't. It wasn't a multiple day thing. They were only there for one afternoon. Thank you for that, Matt.
What's that coming through?
Anyway, yeah,
There's an email from my work.
glad that wasn't a multiple day shambles. It was only the one afternoon evening.
Yeah, well.
Hopefully
Obviously, best of luck to everyone that was injured. But it serves you right, doesn't it?
Yep.
Bunch of fannies.
Unbiased.
Season almost over. Championship playoff football next couple of weeks, and then that's us.
It's only a
I don't know what
wee
you're
bit,
talking
then
about.
we'll get the Euros.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
The Scottish Women's Premier League's still going.
We don't do women's football.
Whoa, Matt, you can't say that.
We haven't done women's football before we could start.
I'm an avid fan of women's football.
Our Celtic top league.
No,
Billy's an avid fan of women's football, especially Barcelona women. That is his favourite team.
I like ladies football.
That is my favourite team.
I like ladies football.
Fun fact: I have seen Barca women live
because Hearts women are gash, and no one likes Hearts, so that's why I'm a fan of women's football.
Probably got
that makes sense.
Yep. I'm unsure of when we're back again, but we'll be back some point.
I believe we're free on Thursday for.
We'll see.
We will.
Or we can discuss. We can.
Until then.
Announcement.
Until then,
hopefully we see Gilmore and Turnbull in the squad.
Hopefully.
What? I forgot about the squad.
Yeah, it's tomorrow apparently. But
I've not seen any correspondence. I think that's correspondence from like the SFA.
Yeah, it's confirmed it's Wednesday. The squad announcement.
So it is this week.
Yeah.
I kind of see that as being slightly bizarre, just considering there's still 2 games to play in England.
Maybe you need to. Maybe it's a thing by the organiser saying you need your squad in X amount.
I don't know.
Yeah. I've seen that most nations are putting their squad in just now.
Yeah, quite a lot of them are.
I'm guessing that maybe just you have to.
The friendly games are like the 3rd and the 6th of June. So
yeah, I suppose. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see when the squad comes out. Until Thursday, fingers crossed. Would you like to say goodbye, Billy?
Yeah, goodbye, and good night.
Matt?
I couldn't have said it better myself. Take care, everyone.
Jura?
As always, thanks to anyone that took the time to listen to the podcast. Hope you have a nice day, I guess.
And Craig, I almost forgot his name there.
Goodbye.
It's always so short. I just expect more because everyone else says more. From me,
short and sweet. That's how I like it.
Yep.
From me, everyone have a great week, and we'll see you on the other side. Goodbye and God bless.